Welcome to the Hair Lab television show. And this is a new show. The Hair Lab TV show is bringing you powerful information on your real hair. My name is Gary Brown, and for the next 28 minutes, I want you to pull out paper and pen because this is a hair solution show. So now, look, this show is designed to develop your hair, the real hair. A lot of people have hair, and the problem is they losing it, but the job is to try to educate you how to keep your real hair. So let's begin. Now, a lot of people been watching the show. For my newcomers, this show has like some elements to it. We first talk about a lot of subject matters such as hair services, hair products, styling tools, new technologies, and things that you might be doing wrong to cause you to have a problem. Maybe your color's coming out the wrong way. Maybe you're losing hair. Maybe you're getting the wrong haircut. Maybe you're not getting the volume you want. Maybe you're not getting the shine. So this show, we're going to take things by steps. Now, everyone's situation is different. See, everyone has a different activity. Some people work out at the gym. Some people go swimming at the beach. Some people just don't do anything to their real hair. They rather have style. Now, something for you to consider. If style means more to you than having your real hair, that's fine. Usually people that has the first preference is hairstyle, they're more apt to doing the artificial hair, which is nothing wrong because if you're happy with just style and you're happy just with artificial hair, then you're happy. But a lot of people want their real hair. See, now you can have nice style and your real hair. Certain hairstyles can cause a real hair problem, meaning certain styles that include you using a lot of styling products such as gel, hold and spray, spritz, wax, glue, thread, can affect your real hair. Now, you heard I said thread and glue because a lot of people been wearing weaves because they want this certain style, but they don't have hair, so you're putting in glue, you're putting in thread, and you're putting in wax, you're putting a lot of things into that natural hair. Maybe you've been wearing artificial braids for a long time. Now see, that's also putting in a lot of plastic. See, a lot of that braiding hair is not hair, it's plastic. So I want you to be aware of certain styling products that you're using that can affect your real hair, or artificial hair, synthetic hair, or even some of the human hair. If you leave it in there for a long time, it's going to affect your real hair. So now, things that you need to know, and I speak about it on every show because for some of my people, this is your first time tuning in to Hair Lab TV New York. So I want you to be aware that your hair is automatically growing. But see, a lot of you get fooled because you think you need a product to make it grow. Your hair is growing. Our job is to keep it developing, meaning this shampoo, the conditioning, you must blow dry and try to comb on a daily basis. You will be fine. I don't care what hair texture you are. You can be Spanish, you can be African American, you can be Asian, you can be European, you can be from India. All hair works the same way, but the different textures makes a difference. But all hair textures need shampoo. All hair textures need conditioner. All hair textures must blow dry that hair after you wash that hair. And to be safe, use a leave-in and maybe comb daily. If you do these things, you're going to be fine in a timely fashion. See, but a lot of times, this hairstyle gets to be a problem, which I want you to have a great hairstyle, but if you're not washing this hair within a reasonable period of time and conditioning, see, a lot of Europeans can wash their hair daily because a lot of people go to the gym, they get in the shower, you can wash your hair daily. If you have real short hair, you can wash your hair on a daily basis because it's not hard to dry your hair. You can take a towel and dry your hair. Now, if your hair is about 3 inches long or longer, you must blow dry. Now, if you leave water on that hair, depending on the texture that you have, it can get tangled. See, now when this hair gets tangled, we kind of get stressed out. Now, different textures, African American people, we can get tangled the quickest because our hair is coarse, it's tight. Spanish people, Asian people, European people have a different texture, so they don't have as much of a problem with tangled hair. Their hair can get tangled too, but they can wash their hair a little more than we can because their texture, water affects your hair. See, a lot of times people walking out in the rain and they let it air dry, that hair is going to tighten up on you. It's chemicals in that water. I want you to be aware, people, it's chemicals in that water. So, the most important thing, and I talk about it on every show, shampoo, condition, you must blow dry and try to get a leave-in condition. Now, for more information about the show, call area code 646-612-4743. That's area code 646-612-4743. Look, people, this hair is real. This hair is powerful. Real hair, you're going to feel better. You're going to look better with your real hair. A lot of times, people tend to think, my hair is not good enough to work with. Well, if you ignore your hair, it's not going to love you back. Meaning, your hair is going to grow. Different textures is a different kind of thing. A lot of people, their hair might grow straight, their hair might grow wavy, their hair might grow coarse. A lot of times, tangled, rough hair you don't want to deal with, but you can change that tangled hair. See, when hair is tangled, your conditioner is your best friend. See, conditioning for all hair on the planet Earth is the power. Shampooing is important, but your conditioner is going to do things for you. What's supposed to be inside your conditioner? Well, I'm looking for amino acids, things that hair is made out of. Keratin would be great because hair is made of keratin. Hair is made of amino acids. Hair is made of collagen. See, these are things you're looking for. If you're looking for a soy protein, a wheat protein, that's good. You're looking for aloe vera, that's good. See, these are things. Now, what does the conditioner do? The conditioner is supposed to strengthen hair. The conditioner is supposed to add volume into the hair. The conditioner is supposed to put shine into the hair. The conditioner is supposed to put manageability and movement into the hair. This is the most important product, your hair conditioner. Now, just because it says conditioner doesn't mean it's going to give you all of those functions. Now, what's going to give you those functions? See, a lot of people out here just to make money. They'll say, this is going to make your hair grow, and this is a conditioner going to give you shine body, all the things you want to hear. But in order to really find out, always read the ingredients on the label. See, turn it around, because see, the label can fool you. Now, a lot of times, unfortunately, people, a lot of times they could put things in the ingredients and it's not there. A lot of times they might pretend they got some keratin in this conditioner, and it might not be no keratin in there. That's a chance we gotta take. But most of your great companies like Olaplex, Moroccan Oil, Chi, Paul Mitchell, Reckon, they're not gonna really fool you. They're very good companies that I recommend for you picking shampoos and conditioner. Now, getting back to this conditioning. When you have a great conditioner, allow time for that product to work. When you spend a good amount of money, now another thing, just because you spend a lot of money doesn't mean that the product is good. See, the way you can tell is by reading the ingredients and trying it, and if you like it. Now, if the conditioner has those ingredients in it and it has some good nutrients in it, stop rushing with your conditioning. Like on the weekends, when you have time, allow time for your conditioning to work. Now, during the week, you're going to work, you're going to the gym, your schedule's different. I don't expect you to leave the shampoo on a minute and leave the conditioner on for a certain period of time, because you're late for work. So if you're washing your hair every other day on every day, get a daily shampoo, try to get a daily conditioner. It doesn't have to be that expensive and that concentrated, but on the weekends, your more powerful conditioners and your more powerful shampoos, allow time for it to work. Even with my shampoos, certain tea tree shampoos, moisturizing shampoos, when I apply it, I'll allow time for it to work, to break down that product buildup, all that hold-in spray. If you have hold-in spray in that hair, gel in that hair, allow time for your shampoos to work. Then rinse it well, then put your conditioner on. Allow time for it to work. If you have a great conditioner, I would leave it on 5 minutes, 7 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes to allow time for it to power up that hair. Now, rinse well. Another thing, people, you're going to find that your hair is going to start to change. See, once you see that hair starting to develop, once you starting to see that hair get more shinier, more volume, more body, a lot of European ladies from Europe and from different European backgrounds, Italian, Russian, German, you want volume in that hair. You want Italian, you want body in that hair. Allow time for your conditioners to work. A lot of times you use the round brush when you blow dry and try to get a good leave-in conditioner. Now, Olaplex has a good leave-in. Moroccan Oil has a good leave-in conditioner. Chi has the Bio-Silk Therapy Oils, nice leave-in. Now, the Bio-Silk has amino acids in there. Silk Therapy Oil, it's a light oil. You can use for roller setting, you could use for blow drying. All nationalities can use this leave-in conditioner. Now, these are just some little hints that I'm throwing to you. I might be moving a little fast this evening, but it's so much information that I want to share with you. Ladies and gentlemen, you have hair. It's growing. A lot of you having a problem keeping it. So we talk about things on this show that you might be doing wrong. Then we can go and educate you on what product to use to fix it. But if we don't talk about what you do wrong, we will never fix the problem. A lot of you, your hair is breaking. A lot of you doing permanent color, relaxer, Japanese straightening, keratin straightening, highlights, chemical services. Nothing wrong with doing these services, but these services must be done the proper way. Now, I'm going to repeat. A lot of you doing the services yourself at home. If you're doing a relaxer yourself at home, you're doing permanent color yourself at home, you're doing bleach highlights yourself at home. Hopefully you're not doing no Japanese straightening or keratin straightening yourself at home. You're not trained to do it. And if you go to a professional salon, make sure that operator knows what they're doing. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting permanent color, relaxer, bleach highlights. If you know you're getting these services, say like you know in 2 weeks, I'm going to get a permanent color, or you're going to get a relaxer, or you're going to get some highlights. If you have damaged hair, your hair is dry, your hair is breaking, I suggest you do a deep conditioning treatment first before you get this service done. Now, a treatment you can do yourself at home by just shampooing, getting a great conditioner, leave it on 15, 20 minutes, and power that hair up before you go and get that chemical service. See, a chemical works better on healthy hair. Instead of you putting some relaxer on some breaking hair that's dry or is damaged, or you putting some permanent color on some damaged, dry hair, or you're doing some highlights on some damaged, dry hair. Your hair's going to fall out. It's best to prepare that hair for that chemical service. This is next level chemical service, so when you go to your hairstylist, they have some healthy hair to work with. Or your hairstylist should be prepping you to make sure your hair is conditioned the proper way, so when you do ask for color or relaxer or Japanese straightening, it's in a better situation. Also, after these chemical services that you have rendered, such as permanent color, relaxer, Japanese straightening, any chemical service, you should have a conditioning treatment done right after. Now, I know for a fact a lot of you have been getting relaxers or permanent color or a chemical service, and after the service, nothing's done. No conditioning. That's your fault. Because if you've been watching the Hair Lab TV show and you haven't been getting those conditioning treatments done after your chemical service, it's your fault. It's not your fault if you didn't know this information. I have to correct myself. I said something that I really didn't mean to say. It's not your fault if you didn't know that information. If you've been watching Hair Lab for a long time, and I've been talking about this, after every chemical service, it should be some conditioning done. If your hairstylist or yourself has not been doing conditioning after your relaxer, after your permanent color, after your bleach highlights, after your Japanese straightening, after your keratin straightening, you're going to lose your hair. And maybe that's why you have the problem now. Hair loss, your hair is dry, you've been doing chemical services with no conditioning done after. I mean, the same day after that service is done. If you haven't been doing this, now you know. Now you know. a lot of times you're getting a chemical service done, such as bleach highlights, such as a relaxer. If they do not protect your scalp, I mean, with a relaxer, you should be having some kind of grease. That's the time you use grease. If you're doing a relaxer, they should be greasing your scalp, greasing your forehead. I mean, greasing all within the scalp, because that chemical should not be hitting your scalp. Permanent color should not be hitting your scalp. Japanese straightening chemical, no chemical should be hitting your scalp. So it's protection now. Now with permanent color, the way we do, we take some kind of oil to protect the hairline. Now with permanent color, we try not to hit the scalp, we hit the roots of the hair. When we're doing touch-up, that color is not supposed to hit that scalp. Sometimes a little color get on the scalp, but this is where the shampooing and the conditioning is done after, because a little bit is going to roll on there, but we are trying not to touch the scalp. See, if we have an infected scalp, that's going to affect your real hair. Hair Lab TV show, people. This is the show, the information show to bring your real hair to the next level. And if you watch this show and you kind of comprehend some of this information has been tested. And if you can make adjustments from what you've been doing wrong, then we take you to the hair product to use. Then we change your procedure with this new hair that's going to start to grow through your scalp. You're going to see body, bounce, shine, strength. Your haircut is going to have better, healthier hair to give you a haircut. Your hairstyle is going to have better hair to put that color on if you decide to get a color. If you decide to get a chemical service, they're going to have better hair to work with. Or you just have some healthy hair to work with. Manageable hair, shiny hair, hair that's not tangled, hair that's free and flowing, easy to get up in the morning. You don't have a lot to have to deal with because you're running late, and you can be happy. You're going to be a better person and a more happier person with your real hair. Hair Lab is going to help you develop this hair. Hair Lab is going to turn you on to the newest technology. Hair Lab is going to introduce you to the latest products and the products that's really helping this hair develop for all hair textures. This is the #1 hair show on the planet that's bringing you powerful information on a weekly basis for free. This information is free, people. I'm sharing it with you. I'm a retired hair specialist, still take classes, still updating myself to bring you this information. Also, I'm a musician. We will be showcasing bands and groups, new vocalists, new music artists on the show. So if you have some new music and you like to showcase it here on Hair Lab, broadcasting out of New York City, Manhattan Neighborhood Network, call area code 646-612-4743. So look, people, we almost out of time. I hope you got some information today. See, Hair Lab TV New York is a solution show for all hair textures. We have a lot of shows and a lot of information on YouTube. I want you to question all information. Question my information. If it makes sense and you've been having problems developing your hair, try the Hair Lab way. We're giving you information, we're sharing information with you for free to develop your hair, to keep you updated, and I appreciate for a lot of my viewing audience that I meet in the street, you've been coming up to me and saying, "Thank you, Gary. I've been trying some of the information that you've given, and it's been helping me. That's our job here at Hair Lab, to help people to develop this real hair. So look, I hope you got some information. We're on every week. We're broadcasting here from Manhattan Neighborhood Network, downtown Manhattan, New York City, and we come on every week. And so, here at the Hair Lab TV New York, I'm Gary, and I want you to have a great hair day. See you next week.